All right, guys, I am Doug Brunner, and I am excited to be back to the toast. I think we went away for a little while, and that's okay. Everybody needs a break, but I am back, and so is the Ag Center, because that's where this podcast was founded. And not only that, I'm here with my buddy Sam, which we're going to get into him in a minute. I found him on the side of the road today, but I picked him up, and he's going to tell me what he knows about agriculture.
You gave me this nice shirt just for the show.
I did. I gave you a shirt for the show, and you look nice. But anyways, the Ag Center is really excited with the many things that's been going on. I've been getting asked over the last 5 years, what is the Ag Center? And I really feel in the last 6 months I've came to a clear definition. Myself, I might not be able to say it, but I know in my heart we've done it. We have procured some of the best service businesses in the Central Valley, whether it's irrigation, ripping, pest management, compost, bees, whatever that might be. The Ag Center has procured some of the best companies in the Central Valley. Not only do I use them, many of the best farmers do. And they have stood the test of time. But that being said, we believe as the Ag Center, we have to offer more. We not only need to offer our services, our marketing power to display through news and things we've created now to keep people up to date, because I believe that's important. Mm-hmm. But it is time that we bring on other factors of business that is important, and that's on the product side. And this has always been my vision with the Ag Center is how do we become a Amazon of ag? So over the last 6 months, the Ag Center has always known where we're going to go. Not only do we have the best services, and are we going to even offer those on a different level, but now we're looking at products. Whether it's fuel, whether it's fertilizer, whether it's a shovel, down to the towel that you wipe a cow with, we're ready to do that. And that's Sam Looper. I'm thankful to have you here. You have been an integral part, along with many of the new people at the Ag Center, in coming up with a methodology to help farmers, to help dairymen, to help custom operators succeed in those things. So Sam, I am excited, but there's been a couple other steps that we've taken along the way. One of the first things is financing arm. But first of all, I think it's important before anybody even we talk about business is you tell me in a nutshell who Sam Looper is.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me here today, Doug. And, thank you for letting me have the opportunity.
I'm going to take another chew, though, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine. I've got mine in the back right now.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
So, thank you for the opportunity to work with such a good team. And we've built this team over the last 6 months to really be in a spot that we need to. But my name's Sam Looper, and the story's simple. Grew up in a little desert town called Apple Valley. Don't let it fool you. There's no apples. There's not even agriculture for probably 45 miles around it. If you've ever seen Aaron Brockovich, the movie of Old Hinckley and Chromium 6, I'm about 20 miles west of there. So beautiful water supply, and I guess that's what made me so beautiful today. So after that, though, I moved into the Central Valley here and went to Fresno State. Met my beautiful wife, who's part of a first-generation farming family. So I see that on that side as well, and spent my early career working at startups, high-velocity startups looking to grow in large investment firm money. So looking with 20,000, 30,000 acre farming operations in a technology standpoint. So as I came over to the Ag Center, it was a lot of the same questions. What is the Ag Center? And you and I sat down pretty early and tried to really figure out, what do we want the Ag Center to be in this harsh climate? Prices are terrible, like you said. We're trying to figure out how we're going to grow next year, or if we can even save everything that we have next year. And so when we went to that, we really started to look at how can we build something that keeps the farmer in a healthy position or as healthy as possible.
Yeah. No, I believe that. And, one thing I started the Ag Center for is, number one, the immediate beginning, and I want to say this because I'm going to take credit for this, is marketing. Now I see every Tom, Dick, and Harry copying what I essentially believe I created. Put my company out. And it was really simple. When I was growing businesses that didn't have anything or whatever it is, I don't study agriculture. I study economics. And I study business. And most businesses spend anywhere from 7 to 40% of their income on marketing. And so I knew, hey, if I spend 1 to 2% of my business, income on marketing and agriculture, I can get myself out there. And so when people were looking at what I was doing with Ag Center, hey, you're crazy, you're this, you're that. Well, you're right. I am crazy.
Absolutely.
That's perfect. You've been around me enough. People back here, behind here, know me around enough. I don't care. And I'm good with that.
Yep.
You can call me crazy. You don't see me. You don't know me. And I'm good with that. So, but that being said, marketing has been the baseline of everything I started. But in the end, I am a farmer. I understand. I came from a dairy family. If you don't know that shit, you're done. You don't know your cost per hundredweight. You don't know what it costs for your feed, electricity, whatever, how that factors in. You're not going to make it. The problem with farming, especially almonds, pistachios, walnuts, whatever that may be, they have not had to factor that in. And that's where I've been able to find somewhat success in farming, whether it's tomatoes or almonds or whatever that may be, is I look at it from that holistic side of the dairy side. And that being said, it's really important that but that all starts with financing.
Absolutely.
And that all starts with money. And it's either you got cash in the bank or you got to get it from somewhere. And so, Sam, why don't you talk what you guys started about 6 months ago?
Yeah. So we started 6 months ago, Ag Center Financing. And so what that looked like was growers would go on our website and they could apply for a operating loan, an equipment loan, or a real estate loan. So $1 million or $2.5 million on the real estate is really the maximum. And we saw a great response to that because it seemed like it was just the right time. Everyone was needing capital at that point. Our interest rates were extremely competitive, and it was simple. Took 5-10 minutes, and they were able to get that access to capital. So I think we saw that, and that really set up the business now that we've really kind of pivoted the Ag Center to with all these different companies, and that we're kind of launching today.
Yeah. So we've already had our service companies. We've added in the financing. We've been adding vendor products.
Yep.
Right. And now it's like, how do you take services and products to the next level? And I think it was really simple once I understood it, because I'm not a technology guy. I have those type of people in my office who work on procurement, who are on a computer all day, who are searching prices to where we're going with the Ag Center website, as well as, but where we're going with the Ag Center website. I almost call it an e-commerce. I know you don't like to call it that, but what we want to do is bring the farmer in and offer offerings of products that we have either white labeled as the Ag Center, or we have vetted with the companies currently in the Ag Center. Am I?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
We were focused on bringing in not just the products at great prices, but also our service companies at great prices. So as you'll see, like throughout the next few weeks, and as we're launching this new platform, you'll see on there that there's some companies offering specials through us and straight through the Ag Center, because we want to make sure that we can save you money, not just on products, which we'll talk about, but also on services as well, with these vetted companies that are really great. I mean, JFS has been ripping ground for I don't know how many years, and they're a respected company in the Valley. Same thing with Central Irrigation, and the list really goes on and on about these companies that have came into the Ag Center and really partnered with us to service growers throughout the Central Valley, whether it be G3 for logistics, Vanderpool just fighting to get great fuel prices for growers, DEF prices, Westside Equipment looking to just continue to grow fantastic equipment in new areas that are really growing throughout the Valley. We have all those companies within just one place.
Not only do we have the companies, but now the Ag Center, also you and your team are creating your own products. What products are you creating?
So we've brought in a full line of fertilizers. On our website, you'll really be able to see all these things. It's not just ag center products, but really what these products we're able to bring to a grower at a really competitive price. So we've brought out a line of fertilizers. So anything from your boron 10%, your calcium 10%, a lot of micro mixes. We call one Magna Boost. I was just with a citrus grower yesterday who looked at that label and thought it looked like a great cocktail to put on here next year with their crop. And so brought in this whole list of different things, and we're constantly looking on how we can grow that as well. So, I mean, it's not just stopping at that product line or with the companies that we have within. Really, we want more products than they can even imagine, so every grower has access. It's almost like a taboo topic inside like the fertilizer world and your chem world and everything. No one wants their price out there because they don't want the next guy to try to come in any lower and lose business, whatever it may be. But really with us, it's time that farmers get transparent on their pricing. And so our pricing is directly on the website for diesel, for fertilizers, for shovels, for spray equipment, dairy towels, whatever it may be. The price is directly there, and it's, hey, here's what it is if you buy, 10 jugs of 2.5 gallon X, or if you buy it by a tote, here's your savings.
Yeah.
And it's directly simple for the grower.
And I think that's the fun part right now with the Ag Center is we have service companies as well as vendors right now who understand. They understand, like talking to John Yurgot today.
Yeah.
They understand the hardships of the farmers. So if there's value add we can bring through different reductions in price or working together with them, whatever that may be, I think it's quintessential that we are going to be able to give that faster through a click of the button to give them that ability to buy cheaper, to have a service immediately, whatever that may be, to quit. I hate it when I do manage some stuff when I got to get 3 bids. I feel like it's like I'm dealing with these different companies, and the truth of the matter is it's not transparent in what it is. And I've really noticed that in my farming, and that's the reason I started the Ag Center, because not all the time do I want to be out in the field dealing with all these different irrigation companies or spreading companies or compost, because it's like I want quality.
Yep.
And I want it clear on what I'm getting. I think that's what you guys are going to be delivering.
Yeah.
You know the product you're getting. You know the whether it's a fertilizer or whether it's a shovel or whether it's a towel, it's very clear. This is what you're getting. This is what's going to be delivered to your place.
Completely. And that's what we've really focused on is making sure that transparent price, you're no longer calling your PCA and then they're calling you back 4 hours later saying, hey, here's where my price is, because they went and talked to their internal office. That's where their price is today because they have it in storage tanks. Nothing like that.
Or they need a bonus.
Yep, exactly. They need to cut a little bit more margin on there.
I get it.
You're a small client of theirs and they're walking your field.
I get it. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's things are changing. So as you got your core products going to come on the website. Of course, we're going to have the services.
Yep.
Right? How are you going to make it easy for the farmer?
Yeah. So the website is extremely easy. You just go in on theagcenter.com. Don't forget the THE and the Ag Center. And on there, you'll create a portal just like you do on your Gmail account, your Facebook, anything like that. And on that, once you do that, you'll submit in some documents in the beginning. But once you do that once, you're good for forever. So we've got your tax information, so we can get some tax exemptions on the products that allow that. We also have it for fuel as well. So you'll put out the fuel documents that we can do to the distribution, and that all lives inside your portal for now you to have access as a grower. And so you can shop, add things to your cart, and say, hey, it's cheaper if I just buy this as a tote versus 40 gallons, and I know I'm going to use this tote this year. So it says, hey, I'm saving money here, and click buy, ACH. You can also do it off of credit card. You can even pull off your credit line. So with Ag Center financing, it all ties into the website. So you'll be able to open up a line up to $1 million on your operating, and you can use that to directly pay for all of your products. Really simple, really easy. We just wanted to minimize the hassle and not have to call 40 different hats and go to lunch with 12 different guys, because eventually you just get full.
Yeah. Hey, makes sense to me. I'm sure it's going to help my purchasing agent if that does come.
That's the hope.
And I'm sure it's going to help everybody. And I mean, my goal, no matter what people say about me or not, has always been to make things easy in farming because it's just like I came from the dairy where it's just hectic. You got this thing happen or this thing happen. It's just I always wanted things. It just seems like how do you make it as easy as possible? And I think that's where we're going. We're definitely going to have some ups and downs.
Absolutely.
With this, and people need to be aware of that when they come on. If you're listening to this, please pray for Sam because he's going to work through this. But we are excited as a team, and I think that's the biggest thing. We've already built, the marketing side, the platforms. We're informing agriculture on what's happening. We are working with some of the best companies. We're not only bringing some of the best information, we're, with the news now, with financing and understanding all the different things going on. It's really exciting what we've been able to deliver. And I'm proud of, not from my personal side. Well, I am proud from it personally. Really, I am. But what our new team has been able to do.
Yeah.
And you guys have done an exceptional job. I think from your side is where do you really see this going as far as with the Ag Center?
I think something I've really learned from you as a mentor in this whole business piece as well
Don't consider me a mentor, Sam.
Sorry, a boss.
No, don't consider me a boss either.
A friend. What I don't know which one we'll call today. But, something I've really learned from you is I don't care about the profit or the money, make it right with the person. And so that's really our motto going into this. We just want to make everything right. Really, we set out for this was to kind of protect the family farm. We want to look at large family farming operations, but at the end of the day, we saw who was getting hurt the most on these margins. And it was the, sub 500 acre grower. That family farm was 2-3 generations deep. And it's just getting extremely hard to survive right now with 8% interest rates, 9% interest rates across the board, with expensive fertilizers, expensive
and no
chemical.
profit.
Yeah.
No profit margin.
No profit margin left at all for farmers in California. I mean, I think the only crop that's doing decent is tomatoes right now in California. Other than that, everyone's taken a really hard hit this year. And so when we set out for this, it was let's protect the generation and let's be the voice of California that just keeps moving the Central Valley forward. And if we can just add a little bit of margin back into that farming operation, we could do quite a bit for them in the future and their family.
And I think you can comment really quickly on what our goals are on a daily basis.
I think you show up every day for excellence and at the end of the day to service growers. We want the best companies working with the best farmers in California. We want to continue to let California feed the rest of the world. And we really just at the end of the day want to protect the farmer, and that's every single person inside the office's goal. Every person that works inside the Ag Center right now comes from a family farming operation, whether it be Sabrina, Leighton, Allie, everyone there is from a family operation. Although I married into one, I guess I can't claim being from one, but at the end of the day, it's still important.
You got a garden.
Yeah, those all die as well. I'm not going to say I'm the best gardener, but I'm going to start using Ag Center fertilizer product, and it's going to be so good. Man, that boron's going to really take my roses up.
No, but I try to lead with a sword, right? And that's the fun part about this. And I think with this coming out, I really respect what you and your team have worked till, whether it's 6 a.m. to, like, I'll talk to you at 11 at night at times. It has been something almost like a tech company that has gone above and beyond to do what they got to do to get this done. And Sam Looper and your team, Leighton, Sabrina, Allie, and the rest of the team, Sean Haynes, you guys will be successful. I don't question that.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be along for the ride. And not only are we going to be successful, we are going to bring value to farming companies.
Yeah, I mean, we're not stopping.
And that's our number one goal.
Yeah, I mean, we're not stopping where you see the stuff at right now, right? We're going to go try to add.
This is infant stage.
Noah had to build the ark before the animals got put on, and we're doing the same exact thing. So you see the ark being built now, and now it's just going after every single animal out there so that you have the most access, the most price transparent for your farm this year.
So, number one, I want to cheers to Sam Looper coming on to the team. And I want to cheers to all the farmers out there. I pray that we have a successful year, whatever that may be. I pray that we get through tougher times, because they're going to be, but there's a reason God put a rainbow out there. And it's a clear definition on good to come, right?
Yes.
And so we are going to get through this.
Yep.
Ag Center wants to help with that, but we're thankful for everyone who does business with us, and we are thankful for the days and years to come.
Absolutely.
Cheers, my friend.
Hey, cheers.
Yeah.